Take three. Good evening, all you long distance motorcycle riders and Roadside America peeps. Roadhogger here. This is day three of my trip to Maggie Valley. I was actually going to see a Roadside America attraction this morning, which was the Wheels Through Time Motorcycle Museum here in town, but bad me not checking the operation times, but they're closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Luckily, I'm going to be here until Friday, so I can catch this on Thursday. So the other thing I wanted to do was the Scenic Tours and Adventures, which I saw on the Appalachian Channel with John Ward, and they actually credited him with increasing their business because of all those Hurricane Helene, all the flooding that happened last year. I mean, this place was inundated with floods, just like a lot of the areas that around and through here. So I went over there and I booked a tour, and I thought I could do one for tomorrow, Wednesday, but they didn't really have a slot open, but they had one for today from 4:30 until 8:30. So I went ahead and booked that since I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't doing anything anyway, and as much as I like riding, it's like, you know what? Today wasn't a riding kind of day because I was looking at the weather and it was pretty sketchy this morning. So, um, so I booked a tour, and before I go any further, let me give you a 411 about Maggie Valley. The tour was like right on time. We didn't get back until probably about 8:15, 8:20, which was like pretty close to the 8:30 time that they said it was supposed to be. This town, the restaurants, they close like around 9 o'clock, and the one place here that's like right next to the hotel, um, even the Google Maps says if there's not enough business, they'll close early. And by golly, when I got back here, they were closed. So it was kind of funny. Luckily, I had leftovers, and I did purchase some cheese crackers and some lunch meat and stuff. So I had supper. I mean, I didn't feel like driving to another town to get something to eat, which was kind of funny. So anyway, the scenic tour was pretty good. There was like there was like six other people. I was the only person that wasn't a couple on the trip. Oh, motorcycles, lots of motorcycles, lots of motorcycles, and so we drove up US 19 and 441. We did part of the Blue Ridge Parkway, which I didn't realize. I mean, I did part of the northern part of the Blue Ridge Parkway probably 25 years ago or so, and that upper part is really kind of interesting because part of the highway actually is uh, built on stilts that hold the highway up, and it goes out over past the mountain, and it's like a visual disorientating thing. It like freaks some people out because you're like out in the middle of the air. It seems like it's a great viewing and overlook, but down here it's a 2-lane road, and it goes through like 5 tunnels, and it's narrow. And there was some times where our tour guide Brian, he was actually beeping the horn to alert people who were maybe coming the opposite direction, like to cross the line, but there was no center line. That was kind of funny. So uh, we did see some elk. We went to a falls, Mingo Falls, I guess it was, and stuff, and that was quite interesting because it's like 163 steps up this side of the mountain to get to where the falls is, and then the falls itself is like 124 feet where it comes down off. I took a bunch of pictures, so I'll be mounting on the Facebook. I mean, maybe I'll be able to embed one up here in the corner. So we'll see. I'm having a hard time using my video editing app to add text to these phone videos right now for some reason, because it shows a letterbox for where the text is supposed to be, but all of a sudden it disappears and I don't even know how to put the text back in. So anyway, we'll figure it out. But it was a very good tour, very informative. I mean, he gave us a lot of knowledge about the Cherokee Nation and Trail of Tears and a lot of history. So it was a good trip. And like I said, I got back here like close to 8:30. There was like no restaurants open, which is kind of funny. And but it was an interesting day. So tomorrow, I have plans that if the weather holds, I'm hoping to make it back up through the Cherokee Reservation and visit the museum and maybe the in Native American Indian village and thing, and the way they do the crafts, and it's like they have like a living history type thing going on there. So we'll see how that works out. But on that note, this is Roadhogger saying good night and God bless.